Welcome back. Time for a new edition of My Maine Gardens. We're back here at Deb's house, and it is the fall. We're thinking about maybe still some planting. So what are we doing here, and why are we doing it?
Yeah, very exciting. Meet our new baby trees going in our yard. We're planting 3 of these cedars in a row as sort of a beautiful natural fence, if you will.
Sure.
Because from our backyard, you can see right out to the road. So once these fill in, you won't be able to see the road anymore.
Right.
And a couple of tips. We planted the exact same variety, 3 trees in another part of our yard 7 years ago. So I want to show you sort of before and after what they're going to look like. So if you're planting any kind of tree or multiple trees, one thing you want to consider is certainly location and light. So make sure these like sunlight, they're going to get plenty of light here. And you also really want to pay attention to how you space them. I see too often, I've made the mistake too, of people planting trees too close together. Because they're small when they start, but they will grow. So you want to give them plenty of space, but you also, if you're trying to do a natural fence, you want to be sure that they're close enough that they will kind of grow together.
What have you done here, about 8 to 10 feet?
Yeah, and you just measure it, and you know, your nursery can tell you how far you should spread them apart depending on your purpose. You also want to be careful not to be close to any buildings, because again, they will become large. Then what we do is you dig a hole, which is the fun part. And it should be about twice the size as your root ball. And then you're going to have to take all of this out of here. I take all of the burlap out, all of the rope out, and the roots have been in here for a while, so they're going to be all tight and constricted. So once I unwrap that, I get a sharp instrument of some kind and just try to loosen things up before I put it in the hole. And you don't want them too deep. You want the top of the hole to be about at the top of your the base of your tree. And then I combine some compost with the organic soil or the native soil that was already here. Mix that together, put it in. I also oftentimes will have, if it feels a little dry, I'll have a hose out here and I'll water the roots before I plant them. And then you want to water them pretty frequently in their first year. And then you just let them go and grow. And I can show you what they're going to look like one day.
Let's take a look at what, so take a look at a nice wide look at what this is now. And now, 7 years later, take a look at this, right? Little trees become big trees, same spacing as we just showed you, but look at the privacy this provides in your backyard.
Yeah, exactly. And again, that's why spacing is so important, because they will get this big. Just take care of them, love them. I give them a little fertilizer the first few years in the spring. And here we are. There you go.
Great stuff. If you have a big space in your backyard, maybe this could be the way to do it. And now's the time to plant it. And Deb, also, you got those on sale, right?
I got those on sale.
Way to go.
And by the way, I have a shovel. You don't have any plans for the rest of the day?
That's where our cameraman Mark comes in. We're going to go to commercial break, and he can handle that. If you want to see this again, it's our website, wabi.tv. I've seen it at 4 p.m. Back with more right after this. Mark, grab that shovel.